Ready?
Ready, set, cheers! Welcome to Cocktail Hour at the Coop. I am Liz from Our Acres, my sister Leanne. We're in the basement, not at the coop. We're gonna adjust a little bit. We just attempted to decorate the wall behind us and
Didn't happen.
Can't find my little nails,
So we'll do that another day.
It'll
I know
happen.
it's like very boring, but it is what it is.
Yep. Okay. It's been a hot minute since Rhinebeck.
Rhinebeck. I love Rhinebeck.
Wait, does everybody need a little tiny goat action?
No, because I have to edit. Don't make me do tiny. I gotta go find the video. But you know what I do love is that on Instagram people are still posting Rhinebeck. Everyone's all like, "Can we still do it?" It's so great.
We can.
So great.
We can.
All year round, just post it like a Rhinebeck.
Whether you went, you didn't go, you did something else on that weekend to like pretend you were there. I dig it.
It's the best.
Okay, I have a little bit of boring shop talk first. Just quick. So Patreon, if you're a patron already, go back and check. We have updated memberships, right?
Our levels of like what you get.
Yeah. So our opening tier is now included with the cocktail hour and our little book club.
That's $3 a month.
Yes. And then we have $10 a month. That includes knit and crochet night. We've got a gift one, and then we have our yarn one. I think that's what we're down to, right?
We do 2 Zooms in a month if you're the $10. They're fun. We just had ours.
Yes.
So we've been like talking for like 2 hours now, and here we are. And the bad thing is though that we tell all our stories on Zoom, and then we forget what we've talked about here, and we get mixed up. But it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Okay, and then our other thing is that I wanted to quickly talk about the farm. So since I think it was the one before Rhinebeck, I talked about the yarn from the farm, and I didn't have the Etsy shop up and going. Etsy shop is now up and going. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I have been posting, or I did post. I should post more frequently. But our farm yarn only, I believe, is available right now. I don't have a ton of hand dyed, so it's a little too hard for me to keep it organized with sales in person and online. I hope to get more on there soon. Fingers crossed. I think it's gonna be after the holidays. And I just wanted to put a little shout out for the shop local genre. Is it a genre?
No.
What's
just shop local?
Just shop local, right? And if you've got farm stores near you, like our little farm store, we appreciate everything. At our farm, everything goes back to the farm. So nobody's getting rich off of farm sales. It goes right back to the alpacas. It goes to their hay, their feed, their upkeep, the vet bills, stuff like that. Stuff around the farm that needs to be done. So that's what that is. So we do really, 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 really appreciate your sales. And then for all of you who are not local, who always say, we wish you had an online store. I wish we did too, but I just can't wrap my brain around it. If anybody does this on the side and you have tips for me, please write to me. Because in my head, we need a separate inventory because we are, I handwrite all of our receipts. We are not computerized at the coop. So I don't know how to, like, when we sell things, especially like with the yarn for Etsy, just Etsy, sometimes I can't edit it that we've sold 8 skeins of this. So I put limited quantities on our Etsy account. So you'll always be okay, right? But if I don't, if somebody buys them in the store, I'm not sitting on my phone on Etsy editing after every sale because we've got a lot of people. Anyway, that's it. Shop talk done, right?
Okay.
Thank you.
And support your local farms if you don't live near us.
Yeah, anybody.
Go
any
to your
local
stores.
shop.
It means a lot to the little local people.
I shop local
Not
today.
just farm, but
I
like
went to the local
stores, everything.
Yep, I went to the local toy store today.
Yeah. You may spend a little more, and everything's very expensive right now. Like, ridiculously
Groceries
expensive.
and gas. And why is our gas creeping back up again?
I don't know. It's terrible. But, so we know that it's tight right now. Everybody feels it. But if you can spend the extra $1 or $2 at local places, do it.
We appreciate it. And we know some of our prices have gone up
Only because their supplier.
And we're not raising our prices as much as we should be. So I think a lot of small little local businesses are kind of doing that also. I heard somebody when I was at the toy store today, she was like, I just can't buy it anymore because they keep raising their prices and I cannot raise my price anymore. So yes, we don't agree with it. We don't like it. But anyway, so we did our hair.
I was just about to say your hair looks really nice. Look, we're blonde again. Yay!
We both had our roots. We did our highlights.
We're blonde.
I'm like extra. I think it's this light right here. But
So she's been doing my hair now since COVID. When COVID hit, you couldn't go to the hair salon. Hair salons are super expensive, as you know, especially where we live. Like for a good highlight and haircut, it's like $300. Who has that money? Some of you do. God bless you. I don't. And over COVID, I was like, well, if you mess it up, who cares? No one sees me. So you did it for me, and it's $12 in the box from ShopRite. You do a wonderful job. Last time I had it done was right before her knee surgery. I'm the worst sister. I'm like, do my hair before you get surgery.
the day before knee surgery.
And she forgot to put half the stuff in.
I mixed the powder and the one thing. And then there's another thing that's supposed to go in.
And we forgot that. And I thought all my hair was going to fall out, but it didn't. And then months went by since April. And then last week I was like, you got to do it. It's bad. It was like, I was like brown to here.
Yeah.
So now I'm blonde again. And then you did
and then, so then I did my hair yesterday. And I was like, okay, I like did my hair. I was like, oh, I gotta add this stuff. I was like, oh, I gotta mix it a little bit more. But I forgot the paper towels. I was like, I'll go get paper towels, and I went and got paper towels in the kitchen. And I come back and I start doing my hair, and I finish doing my hair, and I start cleaning up, and I was like, I forgot this stuff again. So I forgot to mix it.
But at least
I knew my hair was.
We thought all my hair was gonna fall out.
So, but the stuff that the home kits aren't so strong.
They're not very strong. But you do a very
and
good
it
job.
looks a little funky on camera, but it looks nice in person.
No, it's good. We're blonde again. Okay, so
but
that's
and
good.
It brought my mood up. Like I was kind of.
Oh, it really helps.
Life is tough, and I was a little cranky. And
yes, our life is not great right now, and we try to be happy all the time. But we have a lot of very sick people in our lives, which is not fun. But we're trying to make the best of it. But it's super sad. But we're just.
Our mom made a batch of oatmeal cookies and watched Hallmark movies yesterday. She felt better.
I watched Lindsay Lohan's Fall into Christmas.
Mom hated it.
Terrible. It was terrible. But if you know what it's going to be, you're not disappointed.
Well, yeah.
It's terrible.
It's a Lindsay Lohan movie. What'd you get?
Hallmark Christmas.
Anyway.
It's terrible. But anyway, that's that.
The rest of the oatmeal cookies are now at my house.
I had one.
Because Nick likes them.
I hope you didn't eat them.
I didn't.
You get gas.
I don't anymore. I was 5 years old when that happened.
You were not 5 years old.
You were in high school, so I probably was. Okay.
My son's coming home tomorrow. Well, by the time you see this.
He'll be home.
Well, maybe I'll edit it tomorrow. I work from home tomorrow, so I can edit.
It's Thursday. We'll see what day this comes out.
Tomorrow.
Okay. So.
My son's coming home from college. And my other son's coming home next week for Thanksgiving. Okay.
Whips.
So, let's do some knitting and crochet.
Yep. That thing.
All right. Do you have whips or just FOs?
I have one whip. It's not very exciting. So, the hat that I was wearing in the Rhinebeck video, the purple hat with the white pom-pom. This is a faux.
Is it the same hat?
It's the same hat. So I tested this, and the pattern came out just this week. So it is the Every Which Way Beanie by Crochet Highway.
Can I put it on? These are my colors.
It's little. It's like a toddler hat. It may fit you. It's like a small adult. It's little. It's a little tight.
No, it fits me.
Yeah, it's
They're
like
my colors.
It's like a small adult toddler.
No, this is nice.
Anyway, so I'm working on another one in this fun Sierra yarn, and I made one in this, and I made a big slouchy one, and I put a big black faux fur pom on it, and it sold. So I'm making another one. But that's all. That's where I got. So this was at lacrosse practice today. I didn't do all of that at lacrosse practice, but it was our last lacrosse practice. Wah, wah.
I hope it's my last football.
Oh, yes.
It never ends. I like that.
It's a great
What's that
pattern.
yarn?
This is the chunky, the 100%
like
alpaca chunky.
I like it.
I know,
I like
it's
the
nice.
color
So
combo.
this is Cascade,
Ooh, it's
chunky
cute.
alpaca, and this is an actual alpaca pom pom.
It's really nice.
Thank you.
It's a good price too.
I know.
They're not charging very much.
I know.
messed up. I like that. Is that your only whip?
Yeah, that's my only whip.
I only have one whip too.
That's my only whip.
So I'll show my whip. Okay, so.
Oh, I have something. It's not a whip yet. It's a whip in my brain.
I had a woman at work today. She was like, I'm so sorry. I know I've asked you for this many times and you probably sent it to me, but I can't find it. And I was like, you never asked me for it. She goes, oh, so I only asked for you in my brain like multiple times. I'm like, yep, only in your brain. She goes, that makes me feel better. So, so before Rhinebeck, I made 2 sweaters. We talked about the sweaters in colors that are so not me. But
the green one's gonna be so pretty for the holidays.
I can't wait to wear it. I already have my outfit all planned out.
Yeah.
I have my black little dress with my leggings, and it's gonna be so pretty for Christmas. So 10 days before we went away for Rhinebeck, I decided to cast on a sweater thinking I could get it done. I knew I wouldn't because my shoulder.
I think I just spit laughing.
Okay, my shoulder was so bad at the time too. I could only knit for like 12 minutes at a time. Like it was so bad. But I was like, I'm gonna knit it. So I didn't. But anyway, it is. But I'll show you what I have so far. So, look how fun it is. It's so me.
Jupiter.
It's a Jupiter.
Not juniper.
Not juniper. Jupiter crop by Caitlin Hunter. And it is inspired by one of her roosters. I have a rooster, but he's like a girl, but whatever. So I used fisherman's wool, my good old Lion brand fisherman's wool. And these were all leftover balls of yarn that I've had. Like, I have balls of yarn. It's alpaca, I don't know. Red is quince. So, I want to show you the bottom. We don't get technical on this podcast, but I want to get technical for a second. So it said to bind off like with a stretchy bind up. This is not blocked, by the way.
And also,
I didn't do the sleeves either.
And
I had
the
to make it
feathers
super long.
were supposed to be about this long.
But my boobs are so big. Should I say that?
Yeah.
My boobs are bigger than Caitlin Hunter's. So her like ribbing started there, but mine were like, so I had to keep going.
So you just make the feather. You just
and
keep
she said,
going.
keep going as long as you need. She told the repeat. There's like a repeat in there. I just kept going till I thought it would fit me. So it said to decrease or bind off loosely. Okay. So can you see how it like ripples on the one side? See that? Show that.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I did
That's
this
weirdo.
Jenny's Secret special stretchy. I don't know what it is. Jenny's.
I know
super
that. And
stretchy bind off.
Too stretchy.
It's too stretchy. So I decided the second half.
Would that block out though?
I hope so. I didn't like it. So I went back to like my just like regular bind off. See the side? Look at the difference. So let's hope when I block it, it blocks
the stretchy
out.
side, or somebody only looks at you from one side or the other side.
But anyway, so I have to do the sleeves. But
what are the sleeves? Are they solid? Are they patterned?
Pattern, but she has them only to here. But I want to go longer.
Yeah.
So, but I ran out of fisherman's wool. So
Ruh-roh.
I got I buy it at Joann's, and it's not close to our house, so I have to drive quite a way to get there. And I've been collecting my coupons, and I was going to go online, but they didn't have, I don't know why I couldn't order it online. Something was out of stock. I don't know, but I need to get more. Mandy has it in Buffalo. I should get it from her. She's like,
no, I just sent Mandy a package after we got home from Rhinebeck to Buffalo, from New Jersey to Buffalo. And she just got it like last week, and it went like all over New York. It was like bing, 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 bing,
anyway,
bing, bing.
So that's my new sweater, and I need to finish it so I can wear it this winter. But it's very my colors.
Chunky too. It's like,
I know, I like it, but it fits me.
But is it the weight that it's supposed to? So is this a worsted weight sweater, or you did it in worsted weight? That's that whole we're not so technical when we should be.
I use what I have. I don't know.
Because it's chunky. Like, it's like...
Well, it's
thick.
wool.
Yeah.
It's Fair Isle.
It's thick.
But that Caitlin Hunter...
I love it. So pretty.
I just love that Caitlin Hunter.
I love the little feathers.
Isn't she so talented?
Is that for me for Christmas?
I did not make you your green sweater for Christmas.
How dare you.
I don't know if I'm going to get Mom's present done either. I have all these plans in my head, but I forget that I work full time.
So, I have a question. What's everybody making everybody for... What are your gift makes that you're making? post in the comments what you're making for gifts, because those are usually like slightly quicker, slightly easier, a little less brain power, but look really pretty. So post those in the comments for everybody, because we still got a month, right? We could do it. We could do it. Crochet, knit.
I can get Mom's done.
Yeah, you can, Mom's son.
I'm making Mom.
No, she watches. You can't tell her.
Okay.
Nope.
I already showed the yarn. She's gonna like it too.
She's gonna love it.
I just have to make it. Oh, in fact, that sweater, all the leftovers are from her last Christmas present from last year.
Oh, that's nice. You guys can
Which
match.
is also a Caitlin Hunter pattern, because I love her.
Okay.
I want her on our Patreon night.
Wouldn't that be
Hey,
fun?
Caitlin, do you watch us? You so don't watch us. You comment on my Instagram, though. She commented on our rhyme bag picture of our group. It's your dream team. And I was like, oh my God.
Did you see that she was supposed to have her first in-person event
She
since
lives in the
COVID?
middle of nowhere.
And she got
but her
COVID
boys brought
and
her home from school.
couldn't fly.
Terrible.
I didn't see that.
All right.
Okay, faux.
Well, my shoulder's finally better, so I was able to knit.
I got a
I had
pile.
nothing. We knit for the store, so or crochet.
Everything
We made from money.
Oh, no.
So our Christmas shopping money, my Christmas shopping money is whatever I make, and I've made nothing. So I told my boys, "You're not getting any." All right.
All right. You show yours or I'll show mine.
We'll do one on one.
So
You're
this
crochet, I'm knit.
was
That's very cute.
I don't know.
Which you gave to our cousin.
So
for
our
baby
cousin's
shower.
having a baby. So I was like, oh, I gotta make him something. I was like, what the heck am I gonna make? I'm like so over making all the same stuff. So I was at Michael's and I found these nice little wooden ring. Ooh, let's turn this down a notch. This nice little wooden ring. No finish on them. Oh, keep dropping stuff. So I made a little lovey.
It's
Isn't
so
that
cute.
cute? But this is with a cotton and bamboo, because you gotta wash these things because they're gonna like slob
Gross,
all over
yes.
them. And alpaca, they'd be like, you don't want that to happen. So I did cotton bamboo. So I made them like a little linen colored one
Yeah.
because they're
She
real
loved
boy.
it.
And but this one's available at the little farm store. So it's my farm girl pattern. And then I figured out how to decrease in the pattern. So maybe I'll rate the pattern because it was really fun to make, and I loved doing it on the little ring like that. And the rings were like stupid cheap. It was like a couple dollars for a whole bunch of them.
You should.
And
That's
and there's no finish on it, so like they can slob all over it and chew on it.
I'll give it to Buddy.
No, he'll eat it and get splinters in his belly.
I've got insurance. We're good.
Okay. Do we want to alternate?
Sure.
Because we got a lot of stuff
Sure.
here.
Okay, so
I'm dropping
I
this.
made a bunch of these. I have two to show. This is the super simple chunky newborn bonnet.
Yes, you
Okay?
did it.
So I made two of these.
You made 3.
Yeah,
sold
one
one.
sold. But chunky yarn, size 10 needles, cast on 35 stitches. You know how fast this goes? Like 20 minutes, you're done. And braid the little things, no I-cord. Fantastic. That
They're
I made
so
a white one,
cute.
and I did
Hold it back a little bit
I
so it sounds
did
like- oh, that's-
like Carolyn Bloom when she does her embroider. Yep, did that with little. And I'm using all like leftover balls of yarn.
They're so
How cute
cute.
is that? Oh, little girl. So I have that and that. And then I have one more bonnet. This is the Anchor's
Anchor.
bonnet, which I've made many, many, many times. It's my favorite. That's my favorite knit. But it's not as fast as those chunky ones.
No.
So I made that one. And I braided the thing too. Makes it quick.
They're so cute.
So cute.
So I learned a new stitch with that hat, with this hat. It's called the linked double crochet. And this is done differently, so it's worth the pattern. She's got some cool information on the pattern. I would buy that pattern. I had to just buy a different pattern from her. But I learned the linked double crochet. Not that. Oh, keep dropping. So this is that same pattern from the hat. You're not supposed to do this, but I made a cow.
okay.
I just, so the hat pattern, you work bottom up, cinch it, and then you add a brim. I didn't feel like cinching it or adding the brim.
Wait, you add the brim after?
Yes. I don't usually do that, but that's what she does, and it worked out. And I've made a whole bunch of them, and I've done it that way, so I made it bigger than a hat. I made it with the intent. I have a cowl on, so I made it into a cowl, and I really like it. It's 100% alpaca too, so it's really soft. Oh yeah, I like cowls.
Me too.
A lot, and I find that they don't sell great. I feel like all of us makers make them, but the what are they called?
The public?
Consumers?
They don't buy them?
They really don't buy. Like, I love this.
Why don't they buy them?
I don't know, but I always make them and they kind of sit there for a long time. And anyway, the stitch that I learned was the linked double crochet. So I made these fun headbands.
Oh, that's cute. I need that for walking the dog.
I know, right? Look at this one. Oh, I almost
Don't take down the whole operation.
I almost took down the whole light. And then, so I'm using leftovers. So these are 2 held together to make it really thick. And then I held 2 together for this one. So it's a feeder brook and an alpaca sock yarn that I dyed. It's on the smaller side because I make them all different sizes.
No, that's not small.
Right? No, but that one's smaller than this one.
Yeah, but this fits me perfect. Yeah. Oh, and I'm walking the dog.
Right.
Do I have to do that now?
Yeah, buddy. So, headbands ready? Maybe it'll tag us. It never does. It never ever does.
Oh, I like this.
They're fun, right? So, like, headbands are fun.
Oh, I like that.
Headbands are quick.
They're good for walkers on the boardwalk. They like, whenever we sell those, they're like, walk the boardwalk every morning.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Put that on.
And then I made a little baby hat.
Oh, look, it's like mine.
But it's not the same stitch. But, isn't it cute? So, look. Babies.
They're so cute.
I love these little teddy bear
Me too.
hats.
I'm surprised they didn't sell last weekend. Normally I make these and I put them down and they sell like within a minute.
It was
very
hot. Slow
and
this last weekend because it was hot out. So hopefully when it's cold this weekend, people will want to come out.
And this is just a simple hat and I just embroidered and stuck some pom-poms on it.
Show where you put the pom-poms. So you make them like little bear ears.
Yeah.
So like off to the sides of the center.
Yeah. Yep. Because it's a regular hat. Just a simple
Just
hat.
your basic hat. And then show the
embroider the little bear. I make sweaters too.
And you use yarn to embroider, right?
Yep, yep. That's alpaca yarn. It's all alpaca. People love it. They love those little teddy bear cases.
I made this little hat. So, I had another hat at the coop. I forgot to bring it over. It's made with, this is yarn from our animals.
Ooh, who?
I have to staple
From
it on.
our alpacas. That's all it says.
It's one of the gray blends. It's on Etsy. It's the rose gray blend. But
That fits me. Oh, it looks nice.
so this is mosaic crochet
You should
in
do
the
more of
round.
those.
I've made 2 and sold them right away. So mosaic crochet in the round. So this is based off of the sweater I made for Rhinebeck. It's using the same technique. It's super, super simple. I'm going to show you guys the inside. I love it. It's 1 row at a time, right? 1 color. I'm sorry, 1 color per row.
It's 1 row at a time.
Look at my hair now. Ooh. So 1 row and so the white drops down there, right? And then you're just single crocheting and then you drop down to double crochet. So it's worth trying, maybe for new to you.
It's coming up. I'm so excited.
We're
I
getting
love new to you so much.
I was dreading it this year
Why?
because I didn't know what I was going to do because I have done everything. I was really I had no idea what I was going to do. And then our lovely friend Carrie destashed her whole house. We love you, Carrie. And we donated lots of it, and we took a lot of it. And she gave me one of the knitting looms like Mom uses, but it's a smaller one. It's the sock loom with some sock yarn.
Done.
So I'm going to do socks on a sock knitting loom.
Perfect.
Not a cranker. The real one. Not the real one. They're all real.
All right. Here are my last whip. My finished. What is it? What are they? FOs.
Faux.
This is the June hat. It is free. Kelborn Woolens has a whole line of hats that are free. They name them for every month. All of them are free. And this is.
And they have 12.
Yeah. Came out 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It was when I was in
Yes.
Ellicottville for that wedding where Mandy
Pre-COVID.
lives. Pre-COVID. So
Right before COVID.
yes. So I made this one, and this one is all
Very
pearl,
blown out.
and it's purple and white, and then you like slip a stitch so you get that. But I purl slower than I knit, right? So
I'll hold this one.
I decided to do it, but with knitting. See the difference? So same
Straight
hat,
lines.
but I
Ziggy-zaggies.
knitted and slipped it, so it was way faster.
But the inside.
Well, that's why I decided. I was like, that looks really nice. It's for a toddler, I guess. I tried it on a little kid.
Now
Like,
it fits.
it fits. A little kid came in the store. I'm like, how old are you? And they're like, 3. And I put it on his head. They're cute though, right?
I like them.
I really like it.
I love them.
So Kelborn
Small in
Woolens,
the ears.
because it's for a toddler.
No, just
But-
joke. So they have them sized, like they have it within the pattern. They have.
No, I
Gotta trim those.
Stop pulling
No,
it.
I'm not pulling them. They were sticking out. She's got to trim her pom pom. Oh, you just pull them out.
Yes.
Jeez. That's not what I thought was going to happen.
That was for an adult, but I made it a tiny bit small.
Okay.
Because it's quicker. Kid hats sell faster than adult hats at our store, so but if you go anyway, Kelborn Woolens, if you go to them, they have like a whole month of free hats, and they're all really good. I've made a bunch of them. So that's a June hat.
So speaking of our friend Carrie destashing, she gave us stuff, and some of it she was like, do whatever you want with it, split it up amongst yourselves. We send lots of it with her.
To me. So I work for a senior living company. I am the graphic designer for the whole company. We have independent living, which is like living at a resort, and then it goes to healthcare. But we also have 18 affordable housing senior living communities, which means these people, their annual income is so low you can't believe someone can live on it. So we have these great places for them to live. They have nothing. When I tell you they have nothing, they don't have furniture to move into the place, and we provide furniture, whatever. So I've been taking yarn donations from my stash. Carrie, my friend, our Sassy Karen, our friend Stacy, gives us yarn. I take it, I donate it to our foundation, who then gives it to different communities that they know there's knitters in. And then they send me pictures of what they make, and it makes me cry every single time. They knit for people in hospitals, cancer patients, blankets, babies, and these are people.
Do Veterans Day stuff? Like, do they do?
I don't know, but these are
Special
people
ones?
that literally have nothing, and their knitting talents are so unbelievable.
And they're giving it away.
They're giving it away. And the fact that they have this talent, but they can't afford the yarn to do it. Like, I knit every single day. You probably crochet almost every day, don't you? Because we have the yarn and the needles and, and they have it all now. So they're so excited. They're so happy. And I drop off stuff like every other week. I'm like, new delivery. And then Carrie gave me stuff, and I took a couple things, and I was like, I got new stuff. And they're so excited. So my point is, if you have a stash of yarn, you have acrylic yarn, you're not going to use it. It doesn't have to be the best yarn, and you don't know what to do with it, I would be very happy to take it and donate it to my company and to these seniors who love to knit. So I will provide an address in our show notes. And if you want to send it to me, I would be so happy to donate it, and everyone would be very happy. So, because we've been talking about stashes lately.
Yes. On our Patreon.
Like, we don't have stashes. Our sister Andy doesn't. I don't know why we don't have stashes.
I have a stash. It's just not a big stash.
Yeah, but a lot of yarn people, you know, knitters and crocheters, they have yarn. Like, they have yarn.
But I'm a yarn dyer, so I do have plenty of yarn. But
yeah. But compared to our friends?
Yeah. I used to have a stash, but I got rid of it.
I really don't. I'm a project buyer. Like, I buy per project. But anyway, if you have a stash, you want to, like, clear it out, I will take it. I will donate it.
And if you're local,
drop it
off at the farm anytime. Just contact us.
And I'll come pick it up.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you're within like an hour or two, I'll come get it. But let us know, and I'd be so happy to donate it, because I'm seeing where it's going, and people are so happy. They're so happy. It makes me so happy. But anyway, so that's...
Keep the knitters knitting.
That's that. That's my donation.
And then our other thing is that the fiber guild that I belong to, it's a small fiber guild. We include a $10 donation within our dues. And that goes back to the town that we meet in, because they let us use their meeting spaces for free. So we give back to their Thanksgiving food drive. And my mom and I went, and we did all the shopping this week, and we were able to buy stuff for them. But we also make soap sacks and donate them along with the food. So it was pretty funny when we pulled up the other day. There were people there where we have to drop off the food, and they're like, "Do you have a minute?" We're like, "We do," or a few minutes. I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Instead of unloading here, can you take it right over to the room where we actually do the food sorting?" And that's where we used to have all of our meetings. So I was like, absolutely, I know right where it is. So we drove over. He's like, "I'm going there right now." They're literally sorting it today. I was like, perfect. So we drove over, and then they had so much food. Like, did you ever go to the bomb shelter building?
No. But
you went to the nicer room?
No, I went to where we did the Christmas ornament. I went to your...
That was the building that we meet now.
Yeah.
They have a few different spaces. So where we used to meet, I call it the bomb shelter because there's no windows. It's big. It's like the size of our basement, and it was full.
Yeah.
So then I called them. I'm like, "How many families do you donate to?" They're like, "We usually donate to about 100. So I was like, okay. We donated like 40 soap sacks this year. So I would really love to do 100 soap sacks next year. So if you don't know what soap sacks are, go to soapsacks.com.
.org probably.
.org.com. You can check on your phone maybe. We'll link it below. Stacy has tons of patterns on there, but you can basically just crochet or knit any little pouch that's going to fit a bar of soap. So the soap has to be in its original packaging. So I usually get the Kirkland soap because that's what my husband uses, and that's what we have, and that's what I buy, and it's a pretty good price. And they come in a plastic bag, so it's like a big chunky round bar. But sometimes the individual soaps come in boxes, so make sure that it fits. You can either donate soap, you can donate sacks, or you can donate the sack and the soap. So if you would like to, I am always dropping them off at our local food pantries, but I would really love to have 100 for next November's food drive for our
And
guild.
like them out of cotton, right?
Yes, make it out of cotton, inexpensive, nice, soft cotton yarn.
Even the dollar
Store has it now. Yep. So the $1.25 store. Dollar Store has it now. All the local shops have it. All the local big box craft stores.
Michael's and Joann's.
And Hobby Lobby. And Hobby Lobby has a really soft one, like a stupid soft one. It's really nice. That changes colors too. But anyway, that's that. So if you want to send them to us, drop them off, or take them somewhere close to you, soap is very, very well received.
It is, because my affordable housing communities, we collect food, and
maybe we'll do them for you guys next year too.
I would love that.
So let us know how many.
Let's do that.
Let's try to do that. So
Yeah.
I mean, but that's like an all year round. Everybody bathes all year round.
But they get food. They get their pasta and they get their vegetables and their tuna fish and all that, and they know that. But when they get to the table that has the toilet paper, the paper towels, and the soap, they get so excited.
Yeah, and then, coffee, right?
Oh, we had one community in Asbury that we went to, and we had. So we all, like, all the offices, we donate, like, all the staples, the pasta, the vegetables, the canned soup, blah, 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 blah. But then we had, like a weird table, like, clean out your pantry. Whatever you want to send in, just send it in. And they were so excited they could pick out coffee. And they were like, you have coffee? And my son, my oldest at the time, was maybe 16. He was in high school. And he was so, like, we got in the car and he's like, Mom, I mean, he knows I have coffee every day. Don't talk to me before I have my coffee. And he was like, they were so excited to have coffee. And I was like, I know, we're very lucky, and they don't have coffee. They have the basics, but they don't have coffee. And he was that hit him big time, the coffee. And like sugar to go in the coffee if you want sugar.
We did sugar. Mom and I shopped. So the list was written like quite a while ago. So we've tweaked it a little bit over the years, but we do like sugar, flour, oil. We tried to do evaporated or like powdered milk this year because shelf stable milk is big, because a lot of times you need milk to make mixed stuff. So shelf stable milk is big deal. We couldn't find it. Well, it wasn't within our budget this year, but
we had a resident who didn't come down for his food. And they said, there's food. He said, but I don't have any pots and pans to prepare, so why would I take it? Oh, I was like breaks my heart. Because part of my company are very wealthy seniors who are set up. They have beautiful, like, apartments and living.
Deluxe accommodations.
Like resorts, like, you want to go there to live. And then we have the whole other part of my company that's that. And those days that I go, I was just there last week. We did a Thanksgiving dinner for one of the communities. Those wipe me out. It's so emotional. It's so, it's sad, but you feel good and you're happy you're there. But then you leave and you're like, whew,
I want to help them every day.
Every single day I want to help these people.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's that. But it's Thanksgiving time, and if you can give, we'll help you out.
They need it all year long. Not just at Thanksgiving. Yeah. So I do the soap sacks. Our guild does them all year round. I donate them year round. As people make them, I collect them. And as people join the guild throughout the year, we have that little extra money for donations. So I use that for soap, and we do that for that. So we would love to be a drop-off point at the farm. So if you want to do soap sacks or soap or yarn,
whatever,
or stuff for her, stuff for us. We'll take it. We'll donate it.
Me art. Listen, I got 2 kids in college. I'll take whatever you want to get me. Wine. Okay. You can drop off wine. Food. I like pizza.
Oh, I was trying to come up with dinners a couple weeks ago. I'm like, guys, I need dinner ideas. And Grant goes, lobster and king crab legs. I was like,
go to UMass.
Yeah? Lobster and king crab. Yep, that's what I want. Lobster and king crab legs.
Oh, very nice.
I was like, I don't think so.
Listen,
my wallet can't afford that.
My middle kid is at UMass Amherst, and I don't know why, but a tradition at UMass. Now, for those of you that don't know, because why would you know? UMass Amherst is the #1 college for campus food for 7 years. He eats like a king every day. So on Halloween, every student gets steak and lobster. Every single student. I don't know why, but they do. And that boy was
I'm disappointed he didn't eat more lobsters.
He had 2. But I think they all eat lobster up there. It's New England. They eat lobster.
I know, but there's plenty of people who don't like them.
Anyway, So I have my one kid coming home tomorrow from Pittsburgh who is living in his own house for the first time ever, and I send him grocery money, and I think he eats like frozen chicken nuggets every day. Yep. He's like, what are you making for dinner tomorrow night? So I'm making my sourdough bread and a pot of meatballs. He's very happy. But the other one's going to be like, where's my poke bowl? Where's my sushi? Where's my farm to table? Because it's like farmland up there. They are still harvesting, still delivering. Yeah, he's going to be like,
oh, I
whatever.
was so excited. I tried a new soup recipe this week. I was like so excited about it. I've been waiting for it to get cold. I found this in the summer. I was like, oh,
What
bummer.
was it?
It was autumn harvest,
Ooh.
long grain, wild
Oh, yeah,
rice.
yeah, yeah. I've seen it on Pinterest. No
Yep.
good?
Nope.
I made acorn squash with sausage, mushrooms, and apple
That
stuffing.
sounds good.
So good. I made that this week. That was so good.
My kids wouldn't eat that though.
No, Chase didn't eat it. Me and Rick ate it.
What did Chase eat?
I don't know. I made him something else.
See, I don't want to do that.
Spaghetti with meat sauce. No, so I have a football player who is hungry at all times. So I make a giant thing of meat sauce with angel hair pasta, like on Monday. And it's like this big, and it sits in the fridge all week.
And then he can eat it.
That's exactly what he said to me. I made it one time, and he was like, "Can you make this every week on Monday?" So I just have it all week. I'm like, "Sure."
Yep.
It costs like
$4.
$4. I'm like,
Although
yep.
meat's a little expensive.
I ground turkey, Aldi marinara sauce, angel hair pasta, boom,
Yep.
big container. That's what he ate for sure.
So what are your favorite holiday recipes? Thanksgiving, Christmas, whatever. Give us the recipes. So I make cornbread casserole that the kids love.
What was that thing Carolyn made? Cousin Carolyn had zucchini. You
Oh, it's Bisquick and zucchini. It's called like a zucchini
That was
casserole
so
or
good.
something. Bisquick and zucchini casserole. It's you grate up zucchini, you grate up onions, tons of cheddar cheese, eggs,
It's so
oil, and
good.
Bisquick mix.
Put it on the
Just
recipe.
look up Bisquick zucchini casserole.
That was so good.
It's delicious.
I made pineapple stuffing and apple
Thanksgiving.
pie.
Mm-hmm.
Thanksgiving.
You gonna get a ham?
I'll get the ham from ShopRite.
I'll cook it if you want.
I can cook it.
Doesn't matter. So I host Thanksgiving and barely cooked anything.
And our other sister is coming.
Yay! We're all gonna be together. I'm excited.
We don't normally have Thanksgiving all together.
Well, you guys are here.
I'm
Mom
always
and Dad
here.
are here. We're here. But Andy's not usually
No.
here.
So Andy and Sean will be here, and all the grandkids will be in one house on Thanksgiving.
7.
And I want a picture of all the knuckleheads because they're never all together anymore.
Yeah.
Because my kids are at college and
And the little ones are little, and nobody
they're
wants
never
to be
all
together.
together.
I'm so excited. I'm
it's
so
gonna
excited.
be fun.
So I want to play a card game.
Me too. Let's play Rummy.
Yeah,
Liverpool
Liverpool
Rummy.
Rummy. I really want to play. I almost bought cards today. I was like, because we just went through a couple decks recently, and Nick was like, "These are not full decks."
Or we
So
could play
we threw away all
our
the
fishbowl.
Yeah, we need to play some games. I think it'll be fun. So but I want to know like Thanksgiving recipes. So like we don't veer off of the menu. We have turkey, ham,
Mashed
stuffing,
potatoes.
mashed potatoes, cranberry sauce
Out of the can. Oh. Yeah.
with the ridges. The only way to have it. You can play an accordion on it.
Pineapple stuffing.
Pineapple stuffing. I'm gonna make stuffed mushrooms.
Uh-huh. Are you going to make broccoli casserole? Broccoli
salad. Yep.
Uh-huh.
Broccoli salad. Cornbread casserole, which is literally
My kids love
package of cornbread, can of cream corn, can of corn kernels, a bunch of sour cream. I omit the butter, so for all of you who make it and you put like 7 pounds of butter in it, doesn't need it. It still cooks great and tastes delicious and it's good. So it calls for a ton of butter. I don't put any butter in mine, and that's that.
Garrett's so excited.
Did we make anything else?
No.
I'm making spinach dip. Mom requested the puff pastry and brie and raspberry bites.
We made that for our appetizer,
our original, yeah.
patron.
So, patrons, we're gonna get back to the recipes. I don't know if anybody's gonna make them.
We're
but,
the only one that was making them, so
Yeah.
we stopped that.
but I found a good one. So we want Patreon. We want to have a party. We want to have a holiday party, right? So we wanted to have it in December. Well, December. Who's got time?
I'm in a band. And
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I play like a lot in December, and I was at rehearsal. We planned to have a Christmas party where everyone was invited. Last year we did it, and everyone paid to come on. This year we wanted
That was
to
the
like,
kickoff for Patreon.
Yeah. So
Now-
this year we just wanted to have like a join,
Fun.
whatever. So it was going to be December. And I was at band practice on Tuesday, and he went over our schedule, and I remembered I'm playing a band concert like a lot of December. And I was
Rehearsal. concert, rehearsal, concert.
It's a lot.
And we've got, yeah,
and kids coming from college. And I was
December.
like, so we
guys know.
So we decided tonight that we are going to do that in
Early
January.
January.
To kick off our new to you make-along. And then we'll have our
And I'm going to put up an appetizer and a cocktail recipe.
And we're all going to have it.
And it could be a cocktail or a mocktail, right?
Yes.
So you don't have to drink.
Sprite in there.
Who cares? I did find one that looks good. And I thought, oh, that's perfect.
As long as it's not that gin thing that we have.
That was not so good.
No,
but
not
it
so
was
good.
great, but we
went to bed at 7 o'clock.
Yep. So we're not gonna have that one, but we're gonna have a nice little mocktail cocktail and a recipe. So
in January. And
early
everyone's
January.
going to be invited. You're all
Should
welcome.
we do it like over Christmas break? Like
No.
Before people
No,
get.
because my kids are home.
But are they home for like weeks?
Yeah,
And they have
probably.
girlfriends?
Shut up. Shut up.
They want to be with their mom.
No, yes. They want to sit with me on the couch.
I dropped my pad. I do
No,
not
my oldest is coming home tomorrow night, which I don't know when you'll see this, but he's coming home Friday night before the week of Thanksgiving.
The week before Thanksgiving.
And I texted him, and just so you know, I absolutely adore and love his girlfriend. Like, love them, love her, want them to get married. I
We
love
all
her,
do.
love her. But I said, when is she getting home? Or should I rephrase, when do I have to share you? And he said, well, her train just pulled in, so she's home
Already,
now. And I was like, okay. Well, I call dibs on you tomorrow. She's welcome to come over, but you're staying at our house. He was like, don't worry. I wasn't planning on going anywhere. I was like, that's it. I get him one night. One night. The other one already
around.
He'll be around. He needs food.
He loves food.
I'll just feed him.
He has no money.
He has no money. Neither do I. But I'll feed him. I'll feed him well. He wants Miller Lite. I'll get him Miller Lite.
Oh, and she just turned 21.
She's
so you'll have a nice
21.
glass of wine with
I
her.
have to get her a birthday present. I didn't know she'd be home right now. I'll get her champagne.
Get her some champagne.
Champagne, some
I
champagne.
like the
glasses
$10
from TJ Maxx.
Cooks. I like the $10 Cooks champagne.
I can go.
I can
TJ Maxx.
I can cricket some glasses. So what do we need?
I'll go to TJ Maxx tomorrow.
What are we gonna put on them for?
Marry my son. No pressure.
Two champagne flutes. Marry my son. No pressure. Let's not scare the girl off.
She's not scared. And
No,
neither is
she's
he.
not. I know. I love them.
I love
They're
them.
just like us. They're like, wow, we're in high school. Let's get married.
And they're so good looking together. Aren't they so sweet?
I love that picture.
They're so cute. They're so cute. Anyway.
Do
I'm
we
just
want
a little bit excited that my
Do
kids
you
are
want to
coming home.
talk about that? Because I don't know what it is. Does it fit in? Is there
Yes.
a segue? Or do you want
Yes.
to talk about these?
No, I'll talk about that.
Guys, I made notes. Like legit notes.
Right. So-
2 pages.
So I work. No, they will like this conversation.
I need a drink for it then.
So I work in an office, but I only have to go in twice a week. COVID was how many years ago now? 3?
A lot.
So between COVID and now, all right, let's start over. I'm a graphic designer. I work in a corporate office. We have as I just said, we have senior living. We've got 29 communities.
That's a lot of communities.
Okay?
She's the only graphic designer.
Oh, that's why I'm so tired all the time. But anyway, all of the wonderful people that work in the communities through COVID have worked every single day in those communities. God bless them. Every single day. Corporate office, we were allowed to work from home. Yay, us. So when things got starting to open, we were told to come in 2 days a week. And they haven't changed that. So I work from home 3 days a week. I go in on Wednesday and Thursday. In that time, they have hired new people, right? Lots of finance people leave. Finance seems to turn over a lot. They get other opportunities or they work for themselves. And so they've hired new people. There are people that I've never seen before. I don't know who they are. You pass them in the hallway, you're like, hi, I don't know who you are. So I smile, say hello. So I go to the bathroom today. I'm in the bathroom. I go to the bathroom and I'm washing my hands. Some woman walks in. She goes,
this is a Today story?
Today.
I like news stories.
She goes, hi. I have no idea who this woman is. she's like, I heard you teach knitting. I was like, oh, hi, I do. She goes, well, I crochet. And I'm like, oh, that's so fun. So we're in the bathroom. Now, she hasn't peed yet. Just keep this in mind. I peed. I'm washing my hands. I'm done. I feel great. She walks in to pee. So she's talking and talking and talking and talking and it's going on and on and on about the farm. What do you knit? What do you crochet? Her mom died 21 years ago. She was working on a baby blanket at the time. She had to pick it up. Every time she picked it up, she started crying. What do I do with it? So I tell her about Carrie, whose mom passed away crocheting. She frames it in a shadow. I mean, it was like, I had to have been in there an hour. Do you have a lot of yarn? No, I don't. You're not a yarn hoarder? I'm like, I'm actually not. I have a Patreon. I have a YouTube channel. My sister. On and on and on and on. And she said, when did you start knitting? And I said, well, I told her about my kids and how old they are. And I said, my middle one's 18 now. And I started knitting when he was 4 because I was in the pickup line of preschool. I mean, this is all in the bathroom. This poor lady hasn't peed yet. And she started, it wasn't my fault. She started the conversation. She says to me, now, her kids are your age. Yeah. So she has grandkids. So I don't know. I'm guessing she's maybe mom's age.
Mom's age.
She said
in
she
her
had
60s.
Kids, yeah. She had her kids young. She told me that I found out a lot with him. She said to me, my mom crocheted and she had friends that would come over to crochet during the day when I was at school. She said, and one day when I was 10, I got suspended because I talked back. So I was sent home.
Suspended?
Suspended because I talked back. So my mom had her friends over, so they taught me to crochet. That's when she learned to crochet. She goes,
while she was suspended.
Yeah, right? And she goes, I still talk back. I talked back to my boss 3 times yesterday. I think she's mad at me. I go back to my desk and we were in there like 45 minutes. Peggy's like, where the heck did you go? I'm like, I don't know who she is.
Do you know her name?
Nope. Have no idea who she is. Then I walk the office to see like her name tag, and I'm like, I have no idea who this lady is. So I tell Peggy and I tell her the whole thing, how she like still tells her boss that like she still talks back, and Peggy goes, that'll be the next HR email we get. that'll be your crocheter. We'll find out her name. Oh my God. But like literally I had to have been in there 45 minutes. And then she goes, and you know what she said? I really have to tinkle. That's what our grandmother said that. She goes, I know you already did. I'm like, yeah, like 45 minutes ago. We talked about Rhinebeck. We talked about Marilyn. We talked about Tunisian crochet. We talked about her daughter, her niece. I mean, like,
I love Tunisian crochet, by the way.
I
love it.
Because I had this on. This is my wool and honey that I'm wearing. I had it on. I was like, well, this is wool and sweaters I usually make with wool.
The girl that I did my Rhinebeck sweater, she has a crochet wool and honey.
You have to make it.
She has it. Like, it's one of her patterns.
Well, anyway, we talked all about the knitting and the Tunisian crochet, and she bought the hook with the thing, with the cable, with the thing. She has it in a bag. So who knows? Maybe some crazy lady that I work with. Oh, she's not crazy. I didn't tell her the name of our podcast. I was like, you YouTube channel. I didn't tell her.
Somebody's going to tell her, she's going to watch it and be like, how dare you? What? But we love funny stories like this. We're not judging you. We love people like that.
I had a really nice time talking about all the knitting stuff, and but it was in the bathroom at my work that I have no idea what the woman's name is. That's that.
Crochet lady. Tinkles.
Tinkles.
Let's see. Let's come up with her
Instagram.
Her Instagram name would be Tinkles Tunisian.
Her mom died 21 years ago. That's what I know.
Aww.
Yeah. Her daughter has 2 kids. One of her daughters reads Harry Potter, and now she crochets. Oh, I learned so much in the bathroom.
We Harry Potter. So
where's that place that's like the thing that Katie went to?
It's so expensive. It is like stupid expensive, and I can't afford it. And I can't take my son, so I can't show him the Harry Potter experience. He walks really through the park, and it has like all the cool stuff. I can't afford it, so we're not going. So I'm not showing him. Meh.
Inflation! Yeah, inflation! Wait, did I tell you Wade told me that? So her son likes, okay, so my kids didn't really pick up on the instruments. My oldest plays guitar, my middle one played trumpet, was very good, but quit band, which is fine, I get it. The little one was terrible. So I'm in band, obviously. Her son Wade loves trumpet, piano, very into it. So
he's into it. He's not so good though.
No, he is. He's doing.
He doesn't have rhythm. He doesn't understand the beats.
but he likes it. So as an aunt, I always try to, like, whatever they're into, I try to, like, connect and encourage, right? So Wade likes music. Perfect. Easy. He likes reading and he likes music. He's a lot like me.
Easy.
So, like, I take him to the bookstore, right? We go for, he's so happy.
Wait, he told me today, he was asking about school clubs. He's like, could I be in a chess club? I'm like, yes, Wade. They're playing chess, but both of them play chess.
Yeah. So that's what I like to do with each of my nephews, my one niece. Like, connect with what they like, encourage it, and do it with them, right? So I thought to myself, Wade would love my band rehearsal. Like, he would get such a kick out of it, right? So I said, let me take him. So I take him to band, and he loved it. It was great. So, and he was obsessed with, like, the bassoons and the oboe, because he's never seen them before. And then my director was so sweet. He was like, he saw me talking, and he's a teacher. He was a teacher. He was my teacher. And so he had the bassoons just play by themselves. It was so great. But anyway, that was not the point of inflation. So when my older boys used to be home when I did band, I would always go to McDonald's and drive through and get them ice cream. That was like their big treat. Mom's going to band. She's going to bring us ice cream. So I haven't done that in years because Chase is little and he falls asleep and the big kids are gone and they don't care. So I said, Wade, I used to go to McDonald's. You want to go to McDonald's? He goes, yes. So Chase was still awake. He said he promised he'd be awake because I've come home with melting ice cream and he goes to sleep. So I order whatever they wanted and fries. And it was like $20 at McDonald's. And I was like...
He got a milkshake. He brought home a milkshake and fries.
Yeah, I got a milkshake for him, milkshake for Chase, 2 things of fries, and like my hot fudge sundae. It was $20. I used to go to McDonald's because it was like $6.
$5, right?
And I was like, oh, $20. And Wade's in the back, he goes, inflation.
He said that?
Yeah. I was like, you're right. It is. But he cracked me up that Wade is like,
yes,
it's inflation, yeah. And I'm like,
I think Nick has been saying inflation a lot.
Inflation. It cracked me up because, like, that's not in Wade's like vocabulary.
No, it's not.
Normally he's like, why did it cost that much? Well, this is that much and this is that. What do you think, Yaya? Why is it that much?
He wanted to know today on the way home from lacrosse why the big rat was out with the sign when they built Panera. They built Panera like 5 years ago. It was a union
it's
thing.
A union thing with a rat.
And there was a big rat. That's what he wanted to know today. Well, why? I said, ask Dad. He goes, well, you always say to ask Dad. I'm like, because I don't understand it. Ask your father. He's smarter than me. Stop. Inflation.
Donate and shop local. Yay! All right. Time to go. I'm tired. I got to work tomorrow.
Quit. Happy Thanksgiving.
Have a wonderful holiday.
We will see you before Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because December is really busy.
We'll podcast.
We'll try.
We'll Zoom.
We'll try really hard.
You want to be in our Patreon?
Zoom.
Join
Zoom
the Patreon.
twice a month. $3, $10, $20, and $45. And
you get stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
We do stuff.
All right, my glass is empty. Go watch some Hallmark movies. Read some books.
And
knit away. Crochet. Okay.
Knit away and crochet. Oh, that should be a song.
Should we sing that? Be like a bad boy band.
No, goodbye.
Bye.